Hello everyone, welcome to the second part of our Skyrim Jarls series, where we'll get to know Idgrod Ravencrone, the allegedly mystical Jarl of the city of Morthal, a city notorious for its mysterious goings-on and trying to stay out of the Skyrim Civil War. If you want to watch more informative videos about Skyrim, do not forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Enjoy watching. Jarl Idgrod Ravencrone of Morthal ruled at the time of the Stormcloak Rebellion in 4th Era 201. Idgrod claimed to have visions granted to her by the Eight, which she relied on in her governance of Hjalmarsh, which was caused by manipulating magicka subconsciously in order to achieve visions, a gift her children inherited. She is a hunched old woman, unlike any Jarl in the province, who speaks in riddles and parables and rarely ever directly. However, her wisdom is sometimes misunderstood as the ramblings of an old woman, and some are beginning to lose faith in her. She wears a rare assortment of upper-class attire, consisting of a fur-trimmed cloak, pleated shoes, and a pair of fine arm guards. She is equipped with a steel dagger, and also carries a selection of common items and gold. Idgrod Ravencrone is an elderly Nord mystic. She runs the administration with her husband, Asilfor, who serves as her steward. Her housecarl is Gorm. She is the mother of Idgrod the Younger and Jorik. Asilfor met Idgrod during the time she spent wandering Tamriel. A young warrior then, Asilfor protected Idgrod during her pilgrimage, and the two were married before returning to her home in Morthal. Over the years, Asilfor has served as Idgrod's advisor, and now in her old age, and some say her insanity, he is more protective than ever. Idgrod the Younger has heard the rumors that her mother is touched. In truth, Idgrod has been taught by her mother to seek insight and wisdom. Although neither recognize it, both are manipulating magicka subconsciously in order to achieve their visions. The younger Idgrod is much more adept at separating the visions from reality and is poised to make an excellent Jarl. Jorik is the youngest child of Idgrod Ravencrone and Asilfor. He's a young boy who seems to have lost his mind at a very early age. He doesn't say much, but when he does speak, he is oddly insightful, even if his words make little sense. When taken to healers of Kinnereth, they said he was a perfectly healthy boy. While she was careful with her words, Idgrod was clearly a supporter of the Empire during the conflict. Although the Empire itself noted that under pressure, Idgrod would ultimately seek to protect Morthal's, not the Empire's, interests. Her people were largely bemused and frustrated by her indirect leadership during this time of crisis. Asilfor often insisted that he be consulted before his wife if anyone had business with her, as he did not want people to waste her time requesting help with mundane problems, for which he believed they would not understand her advice. Gorm was once loyal to Idgrod, but has since come to think of her as insane and unfit for the throne in these trying times. Gorm has formulated a plan to remove her from power with little bloodshed. Asilfor and Idgrod are both aware of his plan, but Idgrod has refused to allow Asilfor to act on the knowledge, insisting that there is a larger role for Gorm to play. Though Idgrod aligns her hold with the Empire, she is not particularly concerned with the war, a trait she shares with Jarl Balgruuf the Greater of Whiterun, and also dislikes the Thalmor due to their ruthless and treacherous nature. She associates herself with Falion, a newcomer to Hjalmarsh and a wizard. Because of their kinship, she is mistrusted by the members of Morthal. However, although he is disliked by the rest of the town, she claims he is more altruistic than bothersome. Several individuals within Morthal despise her because she accepts Falion into her court, and because she seems not to bother with most petty problems in the hold. Falion is a Redguard mage resides in Morthal. Before settling in the town, Falion was the conjuration master at the College of Winterhold, a position now held by his former pupil, Finis Gestor. He left because he hated to have to report to Savos Aren, the archmage of the college, as well as disliking where the college is headed, as Finis says. He is also the brother of Morthal's innkeeper, Jonah. Due to Falion's association with necromancy, the people of the town accuse him of all sorts of wrongdoings, such as killing children and eating the hearts of the dead. Falion takes care of an adopted orphan, Agni, and is also teaching her the ways of magic. He can be found wandering around Morthal or at his house. Idgrod claims to have the power of foresight and says that these dreams and visions are gifts from the divines. That on its own is strange enough, as foresight is a rare gift in the Elder Scrolls universe, with the only other in Skyrim being the Augur of Dunlane. But what makes Idgrod really odd is how she is also linked to at least 2 quests that appear to have been cut. This cut content makes it appear that Idgrod's visions were intended to play a more significant role within Skyrim, but never made it into the final game. One of these cut quests can still be found in-game, as a much smaller miscellaneous quest that players can receive from Idgrod's Housecarl Gorm, called For the Good of Morthal. The Dragonborn can find Gorm in the Moorside Inn after 6 each evening, where he will speak to them regarding Idgrod's visions. He seems concerned they are affecting her ability to be a good leader, offering an interesting glimpse into the politics of Tamriel in Skyrim, and wants the player to deliver a letter for him. The letter is for Captain Aldis, the captain of the Solitude Guard, and talks about their plans to overthrow Idgrod as Jarl. If read, the letter insinuates that the 2 men have spoken about this previously. All players need to do is travel to Solitude, give Aldis the letter, and that's it. The quest ends there, with no follow-up or real narrative payoff. Idgrod is also one of the guests at Elenwen's reception at the Thalmor Embassy, due to her status as a Jarl. She will happily cause a disturbance for the Dragonborn at the reception. As you come to the end of the video, you may ask the following question. Are Idgrod's visions from the future real or lies? Any theories as to the source of her visions? There is no definitive answer to these questions. The divines work in mysterious ways, mainly because people these days believe they work in mysterious ways, and 7th Uriel Septim notably received many prophetic visions. I would say that prophets receive their foresight as gifts from certain aspect gods. As for whether Jarl Ravencrone is actually legitimate, who can say? She certainly doesn't seem to be a liar. We had another seer similar to her in Oblivion, Degale, from the Leowyn chapter of the Mages Guild. We have come to the end of the second part of the Jarls of Skyrim series. In this episode, we met Idgrod Ravencrone, the equally mysterious Count of Morthal, a city famous for its mysterious events. If you enjoy my videos and want to support me, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.